Hello viewers, Masquera say, Mamuka say, a very good evening, Matimana Kwanyika Kwamuri. So, Vice President Chiwenga has spoken, that is in regard with the ZANU-PF succession issue. And he has spoken about who is going to be the next presidential candidate for ZANU-PF as we head towards 2023 elections. A lot of people have been asking, a lot of people have been talking about that issue, and it has made a lot of headlines. And we need to play this video. ZANU-PF is celebrating that finally their vice president has spoken and has endorsed none other than Emmerson Mnangagwa as the sole presidential candidate. Let's hear him speak, then we get to the conclusion of this matter looking at the facts.
Isungari chivake nyika yedu tichitungamirirwa navamunangagwa ndova tichaenda navo zvakare pasarudzo iri kuuya gore rinouya. Hakuna mumwe anenge aripo kunze kwavo, tiri tose.
So this is what Vice President Chiwenga has said. He has said he is going to stand with Emmerson Mnangagwa as the sole presidential candidate in 2023. But let's look at what happened in the past. In the past, Emmerson Mnangagwa was at a certain point at a rally. He was clapping hands for Robert Mugabe while Robert Mugabe was blasting him so hard, and he was busy clapping hands for that. We saw Emmerson Mnangagwa being attacked, but he kept on insisting that he was loyal to President Robert Mugabe. What happened next is that Emmerson Mnangagwa was relieved of his duties. He was fired as the then Vice President of the Republic of Zimbabwe. He fled out of Zimbabwe. He wrote a letter from abroad promising the people of Zimbabwe that he was coming to take over as the next President of the Republic of Zimbabwe. Days later, Mugabe was removed from the presidency. He was no longer president, and a coup happened in the nation of Zimbabwe. And this is the same environment we are in. The same environment we had between 2016 and 2017 is the same environment we have right now. And for people to actually say or to dismiss the issues which are in the grapevine, that indeed VP Chiwenga is demanding his share, that is very, very, very questionable, because you cannot just see people like Tsenengamu going out. These are the people who fronted for Emmerson Mnangagwa. They were arrested, they were fired from ZANU-PF for fronting for Mnangagwa. They've come back again, and they are fronting Chiwenga at this moment in time. And they are saying, Ipai Chiwenga 5 years zavo, vatongeo. That is their demand. We've seen people like Jim Kunaka coming out clearly stating that he should honor the agreement. So basically, myself, I believe that he has made a statement, and there is no way he was going to give a statement and say whatsoever. We have not reached Ngwai Congress. We still have a long way to go to Congress. So if he is to challenge Emmerson Mnangagwa, he's going to challenge him at the Congress. And if Emmerson Mnangagwa refuses to be challenged at the Congress, he is going to use the constitution of ZANU-PF to make sure that they put Emmerson Mnangagwa into order, or they whip him into order. Now it depends on who is controlling the political party. But the problem with ZANU-PF people is that they go where the wind is going. Today they will say Pamberina wa Mnangagwa. Tomorrow they will say Pasina wa Mnangagwa. Today they may say Pasina wa Chiwenga. And tomorrow they will say Pamberi na Chiwenga. These guys are not predictable at all. They do whatever they want, or they like, or they think. So this is it. I've given you my views. I've given you the video. Let me play this video once more, then we get to the final conclusion of this matter.
Isungari chivake nyika yedu tichitungamirirwa navamunangagwa ndova tichaenda navo zvakare pasarudzo iri kuuya gore rinouya. Hakuna mumwe anenge aripo kunze kwavo, tiritose.
So guys, I have given you my views. I don't know what you think about this whole issue. In the comment section, please tell me what you think. Anzi panapa, treason is a crime punishable by death. So what the VP said is quite understandable. Yes, that is a very, very valid point here. You cannot directly tell the president who is sitting Kuti. But here, myself, I don't believe Kuti, it's treasonous to say I'm going to be the next ZANU-PF candidate. I don't think it's treasonous to actually tell people that you want to be part of the elections in 2023. I don't believe it's treasonous. Why do I say so? Is because the president can be challenged from ZANU-PF. Not to be challenged to say, let's remove him today. What is treasonous is to say, ngati bvise Mnangagwa izvezvi. That is treasonous. But to contest Mnangagwa within ZANU-PF elections, it's not treasonous because it's allowed by the ZANU-PF constitution itself. So the president, his term is going to cease in July next year. When we are going for the elections, anengasina mandate. When we go for 2023 elections, President Mnangagwa vanenge vasina mandate. Vanenge vasina mandate. The day they not dissolve a parliament, vava caretaker president. He is now acting as a caretaker president, only waiting to give to hand over power to the winner of the election in 2023. So there is a high possibility that ZANU-PF might say, Iwewe, we no longer want you, we no longer need you to represent us. We are putting Chiwenga as our representative. ZANU-PF can actually do that, and that does not amount to treason. So to say in 2023 we are not going with you as our candidate, it's not actually treasonous, but it's a way of trying to survive and a way of trying to maneuver around and see how best you can position yourself so that you win the post come Congress. Okay, and it will not make it. That's all. Personally, everybody knows that in 2023, President Emmerson Mnangagwa is not going to win the elections, and nobody at this moment from all cycles I have looked from everybody, I don't believe that anybody likes President Emmerson Mnangagwa to continue from 2023 to 2028. People might think of other things. If they don't remove him for the presidency, for the presidential election in 2023, we are going to see Nelson Chamisa we winning with over 73%. That is a fact. That is what is going to happen, and that nothing is going to stop him unless they field another candidate. With this one, forget and smile, because a lot of people within ZANU-PF, they are disgruntled. I have been walking around Kumamisha and so forth. Avachada next year Bora Msango, and that is going to happen. Okay, Anzi, but VP Chimuti vari kuchida. Yes, honestly, Chimuti chiri kutodiwa. But there is no two ways about it. Thank you very much, Give. The main issue is in the heart of Chiwenga and not what he is saying now before masses. Yes, that is actually the truth. Thank you very much, Jake Ngwenya, for that. That is honestly the truth, because Anzi Chi fungira mumoyo rwendo rwembwa. He knows what he is planning. He knows what he is thinking about very well. He knows where he is tending from his heart and from his team. Honestly speaking, what surprises me is that every day we are told about saboteurs, but these saboteurs are not named, they are feared. So they go around my shops, my business people, mangwana and Chamisa, mangwana and Diningi, but they go around and they don't mention the real saboteurs who they always speak about. So I agree. which other candidate? Okay, here the issue is that within ZANU-PF, who is going to represent us in 2023? VP Chiwenga has said it's Mnangagwa, but other people are saying general, it's all up to him. He cannot say at this moment who is actually going to be the presidential candidate for ZANU-PF. Okay, Edgar Breemans, even if they field another candidate, Chamisa, an 80% already. Edgar Bream, your projection is far much higher than mine. Myself, I projected Noson Chamisa on 73%, based on some probabilities which I was looking at. The probability is at 73% according to my own calculations. But you have given a far much higher, 80%. Yeah, that is a very high expectation. Personally, I to some extent agree with you. Kuti at a certain point, kana zvikadhakwa chaizvo, he might reach 90% because of Bora Msango. Because some people, they know very well that if they make their move right now, they are going to be paid. So what is going to happen, he might force himself, but they might do a serious Bora Msango, which we have never seen. Matamanda Beatrice Koko, good afternoon, my brother. Removing the president at party level is not a crime. The sitting president can be removed at the helm of the party and left to complete his or her presidency. Yes, thank you very much for giving that a wonderful issue here. I agree with you exactly the point here that actually speaking about contesting the 2023 elections doesn't have anything to do with treason. What you might fear is actually getting murdered if you don't have enough security or whatsoever. So I really agree with that point. And it's not treasonous to say 2023 ngave. That is not treasonous. What is treasonous? But in 2023, yes, because we are going for an election, and that election, we are going to vote for a different people. We are going to choose another person to lead us, to lead the nation. So even if you say it's treasonous, how is this to gender my election? So thank you very much for the contributions. Thank you very much for coming. I let me play this for the last time, just for the sake of those who came late and they may not want to go and play it at the beginning. Let me just play it.
Ndova tichaenda navo zvakare pasarudzo iri kuuya gore rinouya. Hakuna mumwe anenge aripo kunze kwavo. Tiri tose.
So this is it, Team Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for coming. Gatingo subscribe by Yaomana, because kusvika 2023 kanatiro wapenyu, we will be coming live each and every day, and we will be addressing the nation each and every day. So I'm comfortable because I work for only 4 hours. So if I start to work at 4, it's 4, 5, 6, 7. Around 8 ndenda kutobuda basa ndakuenda kwandiri kuenda ndakutodzoka kumba. So I'm so much comfortable because for only 4 hours, that is my work schedule. I decided to drop some hours because I used it to work for around 8 hours. I decided to drop so that I can have more time to cover some issues here. So I work 8 hours here and there when there is need. If I feel that there is need, I work for 8 hours. But at this moment, I work for 4 hours so as to have more time to speak about the issues of Zimbabwe, because we want to correct what is happening in Zimbabwe. There is no need for me to look for money, or to say I want to make more money while the nation is in tatters like this. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your support. Gatingo subscribe by Gatingo like, tobata comment, tobata share, ring the notification bell so that you don't miss out a PSA patinenge tichenda live. Mesh skanza. If Mnangagwa buys that, then he is a joke. The general is playing it smart. Yes, thank you very much for that. Takas Lemoyos Ganze 2023 CCC. As for me, President Nelson Chamisa is at 92%. Faka double pressure. Okay, Lord Baelish Kanza, what else can can be said in public? Okay, Anzi, idiots days are numbered. So that's a fact. Okay, so Team Zimbabwe, we all agreed here with FACA pressure, but we are not going to win if we don't register to vote. The only way we can win the elections is for us to register to vote. So the plan is, Iwewe uri one, Iwewe as an individual, make sure that you identify 10 young people who are not registered to vote. As an individual, here is your task. Make sure you recruit 10 people who are not registered to vote. Make them register to vote. If 1,000 people manages to register 10 people each, we are just adding a zero. If 10,000 people, we just add a zero to become 100,000. If 100,000 people registered 10 people each, we are going to have 1 million added on the ballot, on the voters roll. So just imagine you have convinced 10 young people on your own. 10 young people, you have convinced them, you have told them about change and everything. Just imagine putting 1 million people, and just imagine if 800,000 of them vote for change, what is going to happen? That is total victory in 2023. So let's register to vote and make sure that we fight Jackie Gwenya. So let's register to vote and encourage our relatives, friends to ZANU-PF must go. Yes. And the clip you played reminds me of Mugabe 2018 candidate war cry. Yes. That is a very important issue because takangosvika mukomana achingomberera achitukwa achingomberera hanzi Lord Baelish, hanzi let ZANU-PF politics play the rest. Let's register to vote. Yes. Okay, Jack Ngwenya, hanzi let's register to vote and encourage our relatives, friends. Okay, we have read this one. Okay, thank you very much. I don't want to take much longer. I have overstayed here because we have a lot of issues. So if I overstay, I limit my chances of coming back. So let me end this here so that we bring another issues right on this platform. So just ring the subscribe, the notification bell. Live, you get the updates. Thank you very much.